Hello, everybody. Welcome to The Positive Life. I'm Kristina, and this is where you will find everything positive. In my channel, you will get inspirational, spiritual, and motivational information to help you live the best life as the best version of yourself. So today, we're going to go over 5 benefits of thinking positively. So usually you would think, okay, that's a given. Like, you think positive, you're gonna, we all think positive or whatever. But naturally, we don't always think positive. It's a natural conversation to have with someone about complaining about your job, or complaining about your spouse, or you're having road rage because the traffic is jam-packed when you get off work. So all of those things are negative things and negative thoughts, negative situations. So, and just a disclaimer, like, I'm not saying like we're supposed to be happy and have positive thoughts 100% of the time. That's not it. I mean, we're human. We're gonna be in a bad mood. We're gonna go through situations, but once we acknowledge the negative situation, that negative thought, then once we acknowledge that, then we need to stop and then refrain our mind and change it to a positive thing. Okay, so that's really important. So like, if you are going to Starbucks and the line is super long and you're like so upset because you're in the middle of the line and you can't back out or go forward, I mean, just know like that the reason for you being stalled like that and you have to wait could have been a reason. Like, you had to have waited that 10 extra minutes in that line, because if you hadn't, you could have pulled out and a car would have hit you and you would have had a bad accident, right? There's always reasons for our situations, and we need to think of it like that it's benefiting us. The life happens for us and not to us. Okay, so going in right now, 5 benefits of thinking positively. Number 1, it awakens happiness. So when we're mostly having positive thoughts and thinking positively, we're just going to be happy. We're going to be happy people. We're going to say hi to our neighbors, to our coworkers. We're going to be better parents and spouses and lovers. So when we're ultimately happy, that's just going to benefit everybody, not just you. It's going to benefit everyone around your life. It's going to benefit everything about your life. So going to number 2, it gives us a sense of motivation. So when we're thinking positively and we're ultimately happy because of that, we're more motivated. We want to accomplish our goals. We want to accomplish our daily tasks and chores. We want to be a better employee or employer. So it's like a ripple effect. Once one good thought happens, then everything just flows, and you're going to expel that positive energy to everything, and that positive energy is just going to come back to you, and so that gives you even more positive energy. But that's for a different video. That's more going into law of attraction. But today we're just talking about 5 reasons of thinking positively. So number 3, it helps our self-esteem. When we're constantly in a good mood and thinking positive, then we're going to have a better self-esteem. We're going to be thinking better of ourselves and actually caring about how we feel, and loving ourselves for who we are and wanting to grow as a person. And that's really beneficial, especially if you want to accomplish certain goals. It's good to work on yourself and self-development, and using that, positive information, positive thoughts. It's just going to give us that drive and that motivation and that self-esteem to just do more and become more, become better versions of ourselves. So number 4 reasons of thinking positive is we're going to be in better health. So we all know that there's studies about stress, So negative thoughts will inhibit stress, right? So if you're like, oh man, you know, like you're in traffic and you're just so tense and you're cussing and you're in a bad mood, that's going to stress your body out, and that's going to weaken your immune system. So just know that whatever you put out is going to affect everything, not just you, not just, you know, your kids or whatever. It's going to affect everything in the world, including your health. I know that in the past, when I went through a really stressful situation, was getting like these things on my face, like these scabby things, like these lesions or whatever, and I was worried. I didn't know what they were, and the doctor didn't really know what they were, but I was going through like really bad stress. I was so stressed in my situation. I know that it was affecting my body, and stress can ultimately, you know, kill somebody. So going back, when we are in a good mood and we think positively, it's just going to make us feel so good about ourselves. It's going to make us feel so good with our health and our all-around well-being. And so number 5, when we are always thinking positively and improving ourselves, we'll notice that we're going to start having more beneficial relationships, like more people that are like-minded, who will inspire you and motivate you to become the better version of you. I know that recently I'm going through my own little journey. I'm thinking more positive. I'm doing my inner work, and I'm attracting all these wonderful people. And a lot of these people are also from like social media, but they're going through their goals. They're working on themselves. Like they're accomplishing their own things. But it feels like that we're so close, even though we're so far apart, because we've got this similar mindset. You know, we're strong people and we want to motivate others, and you know, so yeah, it's amazing, like when you change your mindset and you think about positive and you work on the positive and you work within yourself, you're going to attract those wonderful relationships, and not necessarily like love relationships, just friendships and soul friendships and really tight, you know, bonds with people that you really can't explain. Like they're like no words can explain how good it feels to have like that bond with someone. So those are the 5 reasons why you should think positively. If so at the end of my videos, I'm going to start giving a closing quote. And so today I found a quote by Gary Vaynerchuk, and I've been following him for years. I love him. He might be intense to some people, but I love that he is intense and he pushes people and he doesn't sugarcoat things, you know. So one of his quotes is this: positivity always wins, always. And he's so right. Positivity always wins, because if you're always in a bad mood and your self-esteem is so low and your health is so bad, like you're not going anywhere, you're stuck. And so it's so important to change your mindset, to think positively for at least, if not 80% of the time or 90% of the time, try 55% of the time or 60% of the time. And continue, you know, every day be better than the person you were the day before, because that's where you'll ultimately grow and good things will come to your life and you'll accomplish your goals and you'll be so proud of yourself, and then your relationships and everything will improve. Everything will just fall into place. So if you got any value from my video, please push the subscribe button. Leave a comment if you love it. If you don't, just ignore it. Like I said, there's no reason to blast any negativity. I'd really love it if you found any value, anything that you got out of this. Please subscribe, like, and I'm sending love and positivity to all of you guys. Mwah.